Life Science. Good to see you guys, even if it's through a computer screen again. Hey, please make sure if you guys have questions leading up to this test that you have emailed those questions or sent them to me through a personal message. I know we've already done a Zoom where hopefully I was able to field questions from you guys, give you a little bit of info about important areas of the chapter. Any extra stuff that I've given you, I know I've given you some flashcards from Quizlet, a whole Google Slides presentation. Utilize that stuff, okay? That's just extra helpful information that you can take notes on. You can pull out what you don't understand from those different resources, put them down on your notes, and make sure that you guys are just continually putting in that effort. All right, don't give up, keep fighting, keep putting in all that effort you can at home. Hopefully this video right here is going to be another helpful resource to you. This is going to be our study guide review video for our Chapter 13 test that's coming up on cold-blooded vertebrates. All right, so let's hit it. Okay, first question I'm going to ask you guys, what type of blood is red? Could it be oxygenated, deoxygenated, neither? Could it be both? And I will admit, this is an easy one to get tricked on, all right? In the textbook, they clearly show, okay, red is oxygenated and blue should be deoxygenated. However, that's just an extra resource to help you visualize it, to know when oxygen has been used up and they've picked up that carbon, because in all reality, the answer here is both types of blood are red, all right? Oxygenated and deoxygenated. If you were to open up a true organism, you're going to see all blood is red. It's just easier to understand it in a textbook or a video if you can clearly see one being one color and another being another color. All right, let's move on to the next one. The walls of a vertebrate's heart chamber are made of what? When we say the walls, that's like the inner lining. What is it made out of? Remember, the heart in itself is a muscle, okay? So it's part of that whole cardiovascular system, circulatory system, but the inner lining walls are made of muscle, very strong muscle, okay? Next question, lampreys and hagfish. When you hear those two types of fish, you should immediately think of what category of fish. Remember, you had bony, cartilaginous, and jawless, and they both fit into the jawless fish. All right? Okay, another question. What muscle helps mammals, us humans included, what muscle helps us breathe? And essentially, this is the muscle that is helping the lungs to be kind of like pushed up, and it is a muscle that goes right here. Okay, what's that called? It's called the diaphragm. All right, that muscle, if you God forbid had this ever happen where you fall down and you land boom right on your back, that quick jolt on your back makes that muscle spasm and essentially contract and push all the air out of your lungs. That's why you're basically like gasping for air, like the wind got knocked out of you, that phrase goes. That's why that happened. Boom, land on your back, and then it pushes the diaphragm, forcing all the air out of your lungs, and you're gasping, and it's scary, but you calm down, you relax, and the muscle goes back to working as it should. Okay. All right, here's a true or false. In a fish's gills, that's an important phrase, the gills, oxygenated blood becomes deoxygenated. Does that happen in the gills? False. That does not happen in the gills. That happens throughout the body as the oxygenated blood travels through the body and the oxygen gets used up and it goes back there. It's happening in the body, not the gills. So that's false. All right. Most animals are vertebrates. True or false? Most animals are vertebrates, meaning they have a backbone, they have a spine, they have a whole skeletal system. That is also false, because invertebrates far outnumber the quantity of vertebrates within our world. Okay. Think of a key term here. I'm going to give you a definition. All right, this definition is the study of living things to discover solutions to human problems is called what? The study of living things to discover solutions to human problems is called what? You should be looking for biomimicry. Biomimicry. Fun word to say. All right. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 key things. This is important, no question related, but it's 2 key things. All right. One very important key thing. You're going to have a diagram of which you're going to be looking at a shark, a frog, and a snake. You got to know as much as you can there about shark, frog, snake. Questions will relate to those 3 organisms and maybe a little bit of matching there. Okay? And then the last piece of info I'm going to give you, you're going to have a second diagram, and I'm going to lead you in the textbook, know exactly what to study so you can best perform well on this diagram. Go to page 292, look at figure 13-21 that relates to the frog's digestive system. That diagram is going to become very helpful if you can know and understand that diagram. What are all those different parts? Maybe also what's the order of those parts and the function of those parts. All right, hopefully this is helpful to you guys. Miss you, praying for you guys every single day, and see you in the next video.